Unit number 2. Majid Goes Shopping. Majid did not like shopping. If it was a visit to a toy shop with dad, that was fine. If it was to a bookshop by himself, that was even better. He liked toys. He liked reading. But to go and buy clothes or bangles or shoes or food, this was all too much. One afternoon, Majid was at home reading a good book. The story was exciting. Majid turned the pages quickly. He could not wait to reach the end. Then he heard Mum shouting, Majid, Majid, where is that boy? Majid carried on reading, but a moment later, Mum came into his room. Majid, didn't you hear me call? Asked Mum. Majid shook his head from side to side. Come on, said Mum. We are going shopping. Shopping, said Majid. I'm not coming, I'm reading. Now don't argue, Majid, said Mum. You can read in the car. But that makes me sick, complained Majid. Well, leave your book, said Mum, but hurry. You can't stay at home alone. Ma, why, Ma? Moaned Majid. Ma, please, Ma, I don't. Don't whine, cried Mum. You sound just like some ancient woman or urchin. Majid looked cross. He closed his book, put his socks and shoes, and was ready in 3 minutes. But he was not happy. He stood by the car, looking gloomy. Mum and Majid were soon on their way. Mum stopped at a shoe shop. Majid sat in the car, not saying a word. While Mum was in the next shop, a clothes shop, Majid growled, I bet it's food next. Mum came out of the shop and drove along the main road towards their house. Majid began to feel better. We shall be home soon, he thought. As they were getting close, Mum suddenly drove into the car park of a large supermarket. Majid looked like a black cloud about to burst. Come inside with me, Majid, said Mum. I will need your help. Just my luck, grumbled Majid as he followed her inside. Mum found a trolley and Majid pushed it along. As they passed between the shelves of food, Mum picked up various things. 3 tins of baked beans, a box of soap powder, a carton of milk. The list was endless. Majid became bored and tired of pushing the trolley in a zigzag line. Then he had a brilliant idea. He kept well behind Mum and looked at the things on the shelves. At last they reached the checkout. Majid took the things out of the trolley and placed them on the counter. Mum stood at the far end of the counter, helping a girl to pack the things. After a number of bags had been packed, Mum shrieked, Stop, stop, what is all this stuff? This is not my shopping. Cat food? We don't have a cat. Red boot polish? We don't have red boots. Blue eyeshadow? I never wear. Suddenly, she stopped shrieking and peered at Majid. You are a naughty boy, Majid, she said, not too loudly because people were looking. Majid wanted to smile but did not dare. Not with Mum looking like a volcano. He stood by and watched Mum and the girl unpack and repack the bags. The journey home was very, very quiet. As the car pulled into the drive, Dad came out and waved. Where have you two been? Asked Dad, helping to carry the shopping. Your car was just ahead of mine on the main road and then? We've been shopping, replied Mum, and your son has been very naughty. You must have a word with him. When they got indoors, Dad sat down with Majid and Mum. What's all this about, Majid? Asked Dad. Tell me what happened. Mum would not let me read, wailed Majid, and she called me an ancient woman's chin. A what? Cried Mum. I never did. You did, said Majid. That's what you said, an ancient woman's chin. Is that what made you cross? She asked, shaking with laughter. What I said was that you were whining like an ancient woman or an urchin. Ha ha ha, laughed Dad. What a joke. Like an urchin, Majid, not urchin. An urchin is a boy on streets. Majid stopped wailing and smiled weakly. There was no need for you to get cross, said Mum. I should be cross with you for putting those things in my trolley at the supermarket. Ah, so that's where you went, said Dad. As I was saying earlier, I was following you along the main road on my way home and you suddenly vanished. Yes, replied Mum. I turned into a supermarket. Majid laughed loudly. Dad and Mum stared at him. What's so funny about that, son? Asked Dad. Mum vanished. Hee hee, chuckled Majid. I whined like her chin and she turned into a supermarket. Mum, Dad, and Majid laughed till they cried. And there was just enough time before homework for Majid to finish his story.